Hello, old gays, and everyone else. It's Monday. What will be the topic today? Well, I was not going to talk about this ever again. I actually made a solemn oath to myself that I wasn't going to talk about this issue, and then Van had to go and bring it up. The midlife crisis. I've been having one for 2 years. At least 2 years. Because this thing is about to happen to me. I've mentioned it before, and don't worry, we're so close now. We are so close. We're like next week close. I can't wait because I just want to be done with it. Just want to be done with it. Because I am crazy. I'm crazy with this. Crazy! Did I mention that I'm crazy? But I also keep myself pretty sane as well. I really try to be my own Dr. Phil. I mean, I would never pay anyone to listen to me whine about how old I am, because I'd rather, spend the money on new jeans and a cute shirt, but that's just me. That's the choice I make. And yes, I often whine about it on the internet, and no one has to listen to it if they don't want to. They can hit the stop button. But I've learned that there are a lot of bored people out there. Are you bored? Are you bored now? But I talk to myself. I talk to myself all the time. Often out loud, and I answer back. I have therapy sessions with myself. And I tell myself tips to get myself through this midlife crisis. Because really, what I believe is the whole midlife crisis is completely imaginary. I mean, it feels really bad. But what's the point of actually having lived to the age where you can legitimately have a midlife crisis and still not have learned that everything that you feel is not necessarily real? Because you get to be 40 years old, and no matter what you've done, there's going to be things that you haven't done. No matter where you've gone, there's going to be places that you haven't gone. No matter what you have, there are going to be things that you don't have. No matter how many people you've screwed, there's going to be a lot of people that you haven't screwed. And screwing everyone never made anyone younger. It only makes you a slut. Which is fine. If that's what you want to be, go for it. But, don't lie to yourself and say that it's about anything else. I can get through this crisis because I have learned things. I have learned things that enable me to not be crazy, even though I feel crazy. But I am not what I feel. I am not defined by my emotions. Here are some things I've learned. I've learned that life is often disappointing. It's disappointing. It's frequently unfair. And also unjust. But sometimes it isn't. I've learned that not only are there good days and bad days, but there are also good years and bad years. I've learned that when faced with challenges and hardships, sometimes the best thing you can do is simply endure it. Like on Survivor. Outwit, outplay, outlast. I would really like to be on that show, except I couldn't sleep outside on the dirt and the rocks, or even in a cave. I couldn't do that. I've learned, and I've learned this the hard way, that in moments of rage and fear and panic and even love, don't make any big decisions. Always sleep on it. Wait a couple of days. You'll be much better off for it. I've learned that it's actually a lot harder to be unhappy than it is to be otherwise. I mean, it takes a lot of work to be miserable. I mean, it's only miserable people who always are saying, I haven't done anything with my life. Well, yeah, you have. You've been miserable. And you're tired. I've learned that the nature of human existence is largely paradoxical. It's all true and it's all a lie. And you sort of just have to navigate your way through that. And I've learned that no matter how much you believe you've learned, no matter how much you think you know, you could be completely wrong.